殺す。おじけづくか。
Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Gambo here and welcome back. So today we're going to continue by taking a closer look not on the tactical marine as we did yesterday. Today is the Devastator in line. So the Devastator. The basic description from my side about the Devastator is this is the guy who brings some extra portion oomph to the table. Yeah, he has the big argument. And why is that so? We're going to take a closer look on that. So at the moment, as it looks, you have 3 extra arguments to bring to the table. Some extra to add some extra oomph to it. First weapon that you have available is the heavy bolter, and yeah, there is not much difference, to be honest, between a standard bolter. There is not much difference. It doesn't mean that there is no difference between them, but the heavy bolter has quite a lot of common with the standard bolter, stalker bolter, storm bolter, stuff like that. It has, I think it has comparable, maybe even bigger range, effective range than the Stalker bolter. It also has, I think, equal, maybe even slightly superior rate of fire than the Storm bolter. And yeah, it does more damage than the standard bolter. So yeah, it is a heavy bolter. It is a heavier version of a bolter. Yeah, and not only slightly bigger, heavier. No, it is really a huge thing. It even fires, if I'm not entirely wrong, it is firing bigger bolt rounds or bolt grenades whatsoever. So yeah, this is the weapon of choice you want to have when you have to fight against multiple targets, when you want to suppress targets, and when you want to bring someone down in a very, very quick way. This is the basic description for it. Then the second weapon you can choose is the glass cannon, and I'm very, very glad and very, very happy that the glass cannon isn't anymore just a sniper rifle, which it was in the beginning, because this was like, it brought too many bad experience back from Space Marine, where the glass cannon was not really an anti-vehicle or anti-tank weapon. No, there it was simply a sniper rifle. And yeah, you can try to snipe people with the glass cannon in Eternal Crusade, but that is very, 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 very difficult. You would probably need one of the Chaos Gods, or maybe the Emperor himself, who would guide your shot into the target, like make the laser beam curve so that it hits the moving infantry unit, because it's very, very difficult. You have to like stay constantly logged on until you can release the shot. But when you do hit an infantry member, most of the time, as far as I'm aware, until now, they're one-shot kill, because this is a weapon designed to destroy heavy anti-armored vehicles. It is designed to destroy tanks and stuff like that. So yeah, it's absolutely overkill against infantry. But to kill infantry, very, very difficult. It really is. If not even to the point where it is nearly impossible. You can kill, and yet from time to time, when you have people like me who are trying to charging up their plasma cannonade and then they stop or don't move, then such people you can snipe. Or maybe someone who's AFK or has disconnected. Such people, no problem to snipe them with a last cannon when they're basically not moving around. But in the moment where a target starts to move, yeah, good luck with that. Praise the Emperor or sacrifice enough souls to one of the Dark Gods so that they will guide your laser beam into the target. So this is the description for the last cannon. So yeah, against heavy fortification, which isn't moving much around, or tanks, it works perfectly. Not so much against infantry, because infantry nearly impossible to hit. And then third and final, or as we say in German, alle guten Dinge sind drei, my, I would say, favorite weapon until now, the plasma cannon. The plasma cannon is, we could say, basically nothing else than a plasma gun, but a heavier version of it. It sacrifices some of the rate of fire of the plasma gun, and it trades the rate of fire for damage, we could say, and also for massive AoE damage when you charge up the shot. And yeah, it not only does very, very good damage against infantry weapons, but also against heavy infantry. I mean, at the moment we don't really have heavy infantry in the game, but sooner or later we will see also stuff like Terminators and equals, and then, believe it or not, the plasma cannon is the weapon of choice if you want to bring targets like that down. Also against huge units which are close together, charge up shot, perfect, really perfect to bring them down. Or armored vehicles you can also destroy, as you maybe already saw me doing in the previous video. You can really, when you see a tank, no matter if it is a Predator or a Rhino, feel free to bring that thing down with some of your charged plasma bolts or plasma shots whatsoever. Absolutely perfect for that. So, as you'll see here, until now, most slots, if not even all slots, beside the consumable slots, are closed. I think sooner or later, no, I'm sure that sooner or later they will open the slots, and yeah, what kind of equipment, extra weapon equipment, accessories or whatsoever could we see for the plasma cannon? I think we could see stuff like maybe some laser pointer, which helps us with aiming, but I don't think that this is necessary. Better cooldown, I think, because yeah, the plasma cannon overheats, so maybe some heat sinks or heat exchangers, so that it cools faster down, or maybe takes longer to overheat. Maybe some kind of module which gives us not only a good initial damage, but maybe some kind of damage over time, so that when you hit a target, it also gets first the initial damage and then still some kind of damage over time. So when you hit let's say you hit someone with AoE effect and it doesn't bring him down, but he still maybe burns and yeah, takes some initial damage. Then also maybe a bigger container or a little bit more ammo, maybe some kind of improvement for the damage, the initial damage or alpha damage, which will give you more alpha damage, but also maybe increase the heat generation. Stuff like that might be imaginable for me, or possible stuff. Secondary weapons, yeah, probably we get I think we will see sooner or later the bolt pistol, maybe some extra bolt pistols like unique bolt pistols, handcrafted, mastercrafted, stuff like that. Plasma pistols, yeah, absolutely common. I think also that we will get a knife for it, and as I already told you yesterday, I'm not sure what kind of accessories we could get for the knife. Probably maybe some kind of poison. Poison, I don't know. It doesn't really fit into the whole being a Space Marine thing, but yeah, maybe poison. I don't know. We will see. I don't think that we will ever be capable of taking like major melee weapons as a Devastator, like a chainsaw or a fist. I don't think that it will be, but who knows? Who knows? We will see what will come in the future. Then consumables, here is the difference between the Devastator and the Tactical Marine, because as Tactical Marines you also had the opportunity or the option to use or to take Malta bombs. In the terms of a Devastator, you don't have that freedom, you don't have that option. You can only take crack grenades, which are perfect for anti-vehicle. They don't blow it up with one grenade, but they do a nice amount of damage to it, or naturally frag grenades. And that's all for here and for now. Maybe in the future we will see more variation of grenades, some kind of grenades which I still know from 2nd edition, from the tabletop especially. I don't know if they're still around at in the actual 6th, 7th or whatever edition it is, but previously we also had like plasma grenades and virus grenades and more and more and more. But yeah, we will see. Maybe we will get some of them or not. And then second consumables you can pick and choose. Meaty pack, basically the same stuff that you can pick and choose for your tactical marine. So you have the standard meaty pack, you have the repair kit which you can use to repair some of the tanks, ammo pack to refresh your ammo or the ammo of one of your allies. Surely not the worst choice to use it. And then naturally the advanced meaty pack, which basically makes you gives you the same options or same ability like apothecary, so that when you heal someone or you're healing yourself, you not only heal immediately but also over time. You add the over time heal to your target for some time, not for the entire game. So yeah, that's more or less all. And then naturally accessories, but as you can see right now these slots are all closed, so yeah, only future will tell what we will get. But enough of talk, let's jump over to the game which I recorded yesterday for you, and let's have some fun. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here we are in the game I've recorded previously for you, where I'm playing my Devastator equipped with the plasma cannon. Beside that, today was a very nice and enlightening day, because I had a really nice talk during the live stream done by Valrak, which is my chapter master of Vigila Mortis. And there, yeah, I had a really nice talk in the chat about the issues not only me, but some of us are facing right now in the game, where we have huge FPS problems. Because even in this game, which you are watching here, it is so that I'm facing like constantly 10 to maximum 14 FPS. And the really weird thing about that is that no matter the resolution or graphic details, even it doesn't matter if I set up the game to highest resolution and highest possible details, or lowest resolution and lowest possible details. The difference between highest and lowest is like 2 to 4 FPS, nothing more, nothing less. And yeah, because of that, I mean, it's a huge challenge for me to record, to have good games, and especially when, like a few seconds ago it happened, I have to face not only opponents but also a Dark Angel who tries to kill me. But okay, it is what it is. So yeah, I had this really nice talk, and there were some hints about, I mean, yeah, every one of us knows that sooner or later behavior would fix that issue. And luckily wise, I took a look on the Eternal Crusade forum, and look what do we have there. A statement made today, or not a statement, an announcement I would say, made by nobody else but Nathan, Destroyer of Worlds, Crusher of Dreams. And this is really cool what he's saying. So he says, I added some of the latest patch we've done, but I don't like to, but I'd like to give you insight and highlights into the next month of patches. These sequence will not necessarily hold by the priority. It's more or less correct and will be deployed as soon as it becomes available. So, first point, client performance. This is something very important and something quite many of us are waiting for. So, client performance. I assigned more people to it and more help from Epic, which will make it epic. Sounds epic, yeah. Typically Nathan. But yeah, I'm absolutely glad that this is like a major point which they are willing to work on. Next point, key bindings or keyboard bindings. If you think you are frustrated imagining us having played without any for years. Yeah, this is his statement. Next point, third one. Items, inventory, rogue trade items, in-game rewards. Sexy, that's visual customization for most of you. Yeah, that's it, right. Fourth point, a new level in 2 weeks or so, followed by a brand new fortress map and game mode. It is, yeah, whatsoever, that's Icelandic for it, very nice. It also means 60 plus players, so I think this is like this is the fourth point on this list. So after they improved the client performance, after they introduced us to probably, I mean, this is just what I tell you. Go over and read it by your own. I will link the whole article in the video description. So yeah, so after they improved the client performance, introduced us to keyboard bindings, items brought into the game, items, inventory, rogue trade items, in-game rewards, stuff like that. 2 weeks after that, we will get the patch with a new level in, followed by a brand new fortress map and a new game mode, and plus 60 players. Plus 60 players means, if I understand that right, 60 players per side, which is absolutely glorious. Next point, and this is really awesome, this is the fifth one, get all Eldar in while we are working on orcs. They are coming, baby. So yeah, we're getting Eldar after we got the new map with the fortress, a new game mod, and 60 players plus. This is the sixth point, strategic layer. It is important you get to see what we mean by massive online and how PvE, PvP and everything ties together in territorial conquest. So yeah, I've already made in the past some videos for my German viewers where I try to explain that in a way I understand it, and yeah, I'm free to be enlightened. So if you have more information than I have, feel free to enlighten me about that. But yeah, as far as I know, or as far as I can tell, PvP works that way. You assign to a campaign, then you have to conquer some of the available territory, and when you conquer available territory, you get some resources for it. But because you're the dominant or superior force which has conquered the territory, you also get attention from the tyrannies, which is the PvE part of the game. So you not only have considered to probably sooner or later defend the territory against the PvP, the counter attack of the opponents you have taken the territory from, but you also have to consider to protect the territory from the tyrannies. Otherwise they take it and nobody gets the resources. And then last and final, this is the 7th point, AI. We want the first AI co-op map out there as soon as possible. This is truly awesome, because I know many of us are really reiben sich die Hände und können es kaum erwarten to fight some, yeah, this was German, to fight some of the tyrannies. And yeah, I'm absolutely one of those guys who can't wait to get the opportunity to introduce some bugs to the plasma cannon. And yeah, the main reason for me why I am using the plasma cannon at the moment in the game, not only the plasma cannon but also the plasma gun, is that it evens a little bit the odds. Not entirely into my favor, but it takes a few of these disadvantages that I have, which are mainly the low FPS. It takes them away from me, because I don't have to get that close to my opponents. I try to stay out of close range and use the advantage of higher firepower over long range engagements. And yeah, I have to admit, because I have to fight this disadvantage with the low FPS, I'm getting better and better, especially with the plasma cannon. And yeah, I have to admit I like it. I really like it as well. And I also like the plasma gun. Plasma gun basically because it has a very good rate of fire and is still, even with that good rate of fire, it is still more accurate than the stone bolter. It allows me to put a lot of guys in a very effective way down. And also plasma cannon here, I'm getting better and better, especially with the secondary firing modes, where I get 2 for the price of 1. I'm sure that these guys didn't thought I would hit them, and it's like I tell you, I'm getting better and better. Yes, Sunshine, Daddy knows you are there and I will take care of you. Just wait a second. Booyah! Yeah, I really like the plasma cannon. It's like I say, it evens the odds a little bit into my favor, or not maybe into my favor, but it gives me at least the chance. As long as I don't have to get too close, it gives me the chance to put some of these guys down. Because when it comes to close combat, yeah, hitting something by only having 10 to 14 FPS available, yeah, it doesn't work so good, at least not in my case. Anyway, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're coming surely but shortly to the end of not only this video but also to the end of this game. So when you still think, or when you feel yourself that you have, when you feel like you have to buy the game, make sure to use my referral code, because by using that you will earn some extra, and they are absolutely for free, extra 4,000 rogue trade points. And yeah, this is absolutely a win-win situation for you and for me, I would say, and also for the game. So make sure to use that. Also feel free to write me some comments if you think you have something to say. And yeah, for the sake of your own soul, the Emperor and the False God, leave a like, make sure to hit the thumb up button. Thank you for your attention. Until next time, here's Super Gambo.
Koros. おじけづくか。